Each year, disasters strike across the globe, affecting millions of people. Hurricanes, tornadoes, floods, and terrorist attacks not only create damage to those in their path, but can affect millions more by damaging critical information being stored for the future. Today's technological advancements have continued to shape how damaged media, books, and documents are salvaged and restored to prevent loss of important information. Document Reprocessors leads the industry with advanced record recovery techniques which are now being made available to you today. With security, health, and safety at the forefront of today's issues, security measures have been taken to secure customer information while in our custody. To be in compliance with government and legal requests, it is critical to maintain a proper chain of custody from time of receipt through return delivery of restored material. Customized software, RFID capable, has been implemented to track cartons through each restoration process. At Document Reprocessors, every carton that's been damaged goes through the same careful process. Its contents are vacuum freeze-dried to extract all moisture and then fumigated to kill bacteria. At this point, your carton is ready to begin restoration, which starts with 3 Ds and ends with an R. To put the files you need back in your hands, Document Reprocessors will help you define the exact contents, decide what to do with them, destroy what isn't needed, and reproduce what is. Restoration begins with defining what materials in each carton should be reproduced or destroyed. Carton contents are defined in detail, which includes department, type of document, date ranges, and series. Carton information is entered into a spreadsheet so important decisions can be made. Some decisions about your documents are yours to make alone, while others are defined by the government or industry standards. In the end, decisions are made identifying what should be reproduced or destroyed. Once customers identify what is to be destroyed, destruction takes place upon receipt of written approval. Documents identified for reproduction are stored for 6 months following imaging and return delivery of the data. Cartons identified for reproduction are ready to go through a 6-step process, including inventory, separation of paper, surface cleaning, document preparation, imaging, and quality control. Digital reproduction is now recognized by most archive professionals as permanent retention. Hard copy reproduction is favored by those who need physical documents such as historical materials. In order for your cartons of reproduced documents to be complete and useful, a Level 2 recon inventory is necessary. Information obtained during a Level 2 recon inventory is used to define an electronic index for each folder or label. Once the inventory is complete, your carton is ready for separation of paper. Prior to the cleaning phase, documents oftentimes require manual separation of paper, page by page, due to sticking caused by glues and adhesives, commonly used in business materials. This process can take up to 2 hours, pending level of sticking and rigidity of paper left behind by the floodwater. Even though all contents of your cartons have been dried and sterilized, paper is porous and contains contaminants that need to be surface cleaned to reduce bulk contamination on paper surfaces. During the cleaning phase, surface contamination that would affect image quality or damage imaging equipment is removed. A typical carton with 1.2 cubic feet, 30 folders, and 2,000 pages takes a minimum of 3 hours to clean. A typical carton contains approximately 2,600 square feet of surface area, the equivalent to cleaning the same surface area as 5 10 by 10 square foot offices. All cleaning, prepping, and imaging is conducted in laminar flow hoods. Each hood draws away contaminants from the workers and returns HEPA-filtered air to the work environment. At the completion of the cleaning phase, cartons are then ready to be prepped for imaging. During prep for imaging, staples are removed, pages detached and separated, documents removed from binders and jackets, and tears repaired. Stapled groups of pages are marked to track what pages need to be restapled back together following the reproduction phase. Prep for imaging typically averages another 3 hours per carton before it's ready for imaging. Your carton is scanned using high-capacity scanners modified to capture usable bitonal 300 dpi images that comply with state requirements. Modifications have been made to equipment to scan damaged, wrinkled documents. Use of flatbed scanners are often used on heavily damaged paper. All scanned images are stored on a secure server that is not connected to the internet, complying with government and industry practices. Scanning usually takes another 3 hours before the carton is ready for a final image check. State archive scanning requirements dictate that each image be manually checked against the original. 100% of your images are quality checked side by side. Each image is checked for contrast, layout, and completeness. For files being returned digital, originals are compared against the digital image to ensure 100% capture of all information. This usually takes another 3 hours per carton. Then, after approximately 1 hour of duplex printing and 2 to 3 hours of stapling, collating, punching, labeling, and final review, your carton is completely restored. Tracking of labor, images, and materials used is critical to properly account for time tracking and expenses incurred throughout the entire restoration process. Control logs are used on a daily basis to assist in directing working supervisors as to where each carton is in the process. Actual units processed are compiled and imported directly into billing to generate status reports and project tracking. So what would you rather have back after a flood? Your original carton full of contamination that smells and may not be safe to handle? Or a clean, odor-free carton, safe to use with all documents fully accounted for and ready to use in the future? Information is the lifeblood of organizations and affects how people live their lives. By partnering with Document Reprocessors, today's decisions will shape a stronger tomorrow.